everyone! I have an interesting find to share with you guys today. I was recently browsing Goodwill auction and I found an I-Cybie with some interesting labels on him. I decided to buy him because he was very cheap, and it turns out that he may possibly be a prototype. So I will show you him alongside one of my normal I-Cybies. So on the left side here, both of these two are actually from thrift stores, though I bought this one in person and the prototype online. But this is just a normal I-Cybie. You can see he has a very large battery compartment with a large battery case cover on it. And this one, I believe, may be a prototype, because he has this very strange looking battery compartment that I have not seen before. It's very skinny and thin and does not look like that on any other I-Cybie I've seen. It has the same Tiger Electronics and Silverlit branding on it, but it is missing the factory code. All of my other I-Cybies have a factory code below that. And I noticed that normal I-Cybie has these 3 shoulder slots here. And he has a very different design of shoulder slot. There are 2 regular ones with sort of a third one that looks like it was added in after the fact, and no circle around them, which is interesting because the prototype I-Cybies pictured on the box, on the I-Cybie boxes, only have 2 shoulder slots. He arrived with this programmable cartridge here, which has the label Game 7C on it. And it looks a bit different from a normal programmable cartridge. Here is his alongside a usual one. The color and finish is a bit different. It looks like it may be unpainted. And he actually will only operate with this cartridge installed. When I first received him, he did a weird walking loop, only when upside down, that I can insert in the video here. After I loaded the cartridge into him, he now will only run the cartridge and does not give any signs of booting up at all without it. Okay, so I'll now show you these two running side by side. One thing I wanted to note at the start is that the prototype does not care if his battery compartment is open or closed. I can just leave it hanging open here and he will work normally. I am going to close it for the purpose of the video just so that he doesn't snap it off when moving around. But he does not seem to see the battery compartment being open as an error condition as the regular I-Cybies do. So the normal I-Cybie here, you wake him up by giving him a tap on the head. And the prototype wakes up instead by giving him a tap on the butt. You can see that the normal I-Cybie here is trying to say hello to the prototype, but the prototype does not seem to respond. The normal I-Cybies will try to talk to the prototype, but the prototype does not respond back to them. So you can see this other guy over here just gets stuck in sort of a loop of repeatedly trying to say hi to him, and he never replies back. He just keeps on walking. And for some reason, the walk style on the prototype software seems to cause him to fall over very often. The prototype is the one here with the red label on his side. It's hard to tell the two of them apart since they're both blue. You see that the way he walks, he doesn't pull this front leg far enough forward sometimes, which tips him over. And the prototype does not respond to remote commands in the same way that the regular one does. They both can read the IR symbols from the remote, but only the regular Model 1 really responds consistently in the way that he's supposed to. I can get the regular I-Cybie here to do a demo. That's I-Cybie the Great. But this guy here, if I try to give him the commands, if I can even recognize. I just gave him the same command there, and he is doing nothing. He beeps when he hears the commands, but he's just standing there completely still right now. He will just stay still like that until he gets a valid command. And I do not know what all of his valid commands are because they are not the same as on the regular I-Cybie. And the regular I-Cybie is now done with his demo. The prototype one does not seem to have the I-Cybie the Great or the Life of I-Cybie demos built into him, so he will not respond to those commands. He gives the beep responses, but then just goes completely silent like he did before.